episode number 12. We did it. With that being said, welcome to That Is Nice. Best Buy is no longer going to sell CDs. With that, one question lingers, and that is, Best Buy still sells CDs? Anywhere still sells CDs? I'd be hard pressed to find a CD in my house, along with everybody else. I one time I got a CD, someone gave it to me in the last year, and I went to listen to it in my car, and nowhere to put CDs. Tried to play it in my computer when I got home. Nowhere to put CDs. The CDs have become so obsolete. It's amazing that today, June 30th, 2018, they're finally done selling them. I mean, when I think of CDs, I think of Walmart. You would walk into Walmart when you were a kid, and they would have an entire section of CDs. And it was a big thing, you go to someone's car and they'd have this book of all of these CDs and they play them. They have all this music. If you see someone like that now, you immediately think of the person who drives around and has their bass way too loud, which is the most annoying thing. They just drive around at 3 a.m. and you hear their bass and their subwoofer just blasting. And it's like, there's like, I love this song so much. I want to listen to it till my ears bleed. I don't like that song that much. I don't like that song that much at all. I especially don't like that song that much at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep. I'm the guy who, if I'm driving around with somebody and I'm riding in the passenger seat and they have their music playing too loud and they try to say something to me and think that I can hear them, it's like, no, I can't fucking hear you, man. I mean, why? Either you decide, do you want to make our ears bleed or do you want to say something to me? Because if you want to say something to me, we can turn this music down. If you want to make your ears bleed, continue doing what you're doing. So I'm the guy, I'll go and I'll turn it down. If it's too loud, it's not my car. I don't care. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down. And it makes me so angry when people do that, especially they have their windows open. And it makes me angry because I'm very cautious. If I drive through a neighborhood and there's kids and I'm listening to some hard trap music, little Tekashi 6ix9ine or something, to get me going, to get the juices flowing. I don't want them to hear that because I know that I wouldn't want to hear that. I'll turn it way down. But not some people. They should get... Remember the Verizon guy, can you hear me now? Imagine him driving around listening to some hard trap music with the bass blasting and everything in his old shitty Subaru. And he's got that loud, annoying muffler on there because the subwoofer isn't loud enough. He's got to put a muffler on there to make his car sound like it's going fast, but it's not. It's going about 0 to 60 and half the speed of smell. But he's got his bass going. He's got his glasses on and his normal guy haircut. He's all thug and everything. And in the commercial, he just drives up. It's for some like Infinity subwoofer. Drives up and he's like this. You hear me now? It's like, dude, I heard you a half a mile down the road. I heard you a half a mile down the road. I can hear you now. It's like, it's almost as bad as those kids who have like those Bose speakers in their bag. They're just walking around a school or some public event. It could be like a fair. And they're just walking around playing some white ass kid in some skinny jeans, walking around in some Vans with this loud trap music in his bag just playing for everyone to hear. And I'm not talking it's like kind of like, he's got the volume turned up. I'm talking it's loud, man. It's like you can hear it. And he's just walking like there's not a care in the world. Like he's all by himself. He's like, oh, you think they're like so cool. They think they're so badass. Until, you see where he's walking and he walks and he's, his mom's waiting to pick him up on the curb. You cannot be badass waiting for your mom to pick you up, so don't try. Like those kids, those are the ones who grow up in 2018 to have that old book of CDs with their subwoofer blasting at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep. We've come a long way from the generation of girls who, it was risque to show too much calf. They show just a little bit too much calf. Sometimes you can even see a little kneecap. It's it's crazy. Imagine how our great-grandfathers would think now if they went to a beach. I don't know if they'd be overly excited or shitting their pants. Or both. So excited they shit their pants. I don't know, but I was watching YouTube actually the other day, and I was watching it, and like a minute into it, this ad comes up, and I go, okay, I'll just wait 5 seconds to skip it. It was a 45-minute ad. Might I add, I was watching like a 6-minute video, and it was a 45-minute ad. These things should be illegal. 45-minute ad. I went, fuck that. I could have skipped it after 5 seconds, but I went, fuck that. Like I just closed the video. I went, they're not getting my view and my watch time. 45 minutes. It's not their fault that they put it on, but they're affiliated with it in some way. It's just absurd. And another absurdity is not too long ago, my girlfriend and I, we went to go see a movie, and she wanted to see I Feel Pretty, which I didn't know. Had that one, what the fuck's her name? She's very annoying. She's a comedian. Something. You probably know who I'm talking about. But she's super annoying, and I hate her. And as soon as the movie turned on, I had my popcorn and everything, and I was like, oh my God, not her. Please, the God, not her. But before that movie started, it was already bad when I sat down, and this is why. So when we go to the movies, my girlfriend's nice, and she always, usually will let me watch the movie that I pick, So I was like, oh, it's, I'll be nice this time, and I let her pick. So, we went to the movies, and I was paying, and I was like, what do you want to watch? And she goes, oh, I Feel Pretty. So I'm like, oh my fucking God. I walk up to the booth to buy a movie, and there's people around. I say, trying to, still seem cool, still seem alpha. I say to the person who's working the booth, yeah, hi, 2 tickets for I Feel Pretty. And she goes, what? I go, 2 tickets for the movie about the girl. She hits her head, and she starts thinking these crazy things that are different about herself. She said, I don't know what you're talking about. So I go, I go, 2 for I Feel Pretty. And I say it nice and clear. And I know she heard me because she had a smirk. And I'm looking around like, I hope no one heard this. So I know she heard me. And she goes, what? I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You heard me. So 2 for I Feel Pretty. Please. She gives me the tickets. I shrug it off. I go get popcorn, sit down, and whatever, If you heard me the first time, and the second time and the third time, don't make me repeat it. I didn't want to say it, but don't make me repeat it. People are just sometimes annoying. This is a negative podcast, but oh well. And then you have the funniest thing, the people who go on Facebook and they'll write something like very sad. Oh, I got fired from my job today, or oh, my boyfriend's being such a dick, or this or that. I don't care, because I think anybody who's doing that is obviously fishing for some type of attention. I don't care, but sometimes I want to know what it is. So I'll look at the comments, and I'll say 9 out of 10 times someone will comment, "Oh, what's wrong?" And then the person who wrote the post will comment, "Nothing, don't worry about it." It's like, oh my fuck. Don't put it on Facebook, man. Don't put it on Facebook. Because if you're going to put it on Facebook, be ready to explain yourself. Be ready to explain yourself. And I think it's just a tactic they think someone comments and goes, "Oh, what's wrong?" And I like the status, by the way. If someone posts something sad, I'll like it. Just because it's Facebook and you like stuff on Facebook. So if you post something sad and I like it and it offends you, don't post it, because I'm not going to ask what's wrong. And then if someone asks what's wrong and they go, "Oh, don't worry about it," or "It's none of your business," it's like, well, it's a tactic. You want me to care more. Like, they think like they're going to say, "Don't worry about it," and I'm going to go, I don't ever post what's wrong, but if I see someone do it, they think you're going to be like, "Oh man, I really need to know. And now, it's like hard to get this information. What is it? Like, anyone's going to keep asking. Nope. Fuck you. Just fuck that. I'm not going to ask it. I'm not going to ask, and I'm not going to read the comments. And I care less now that you're playing hard to get to find out what's wrong. If you don't want people to know, don't post it. I'm not more curious as to what's going on. I wasn't to begin with. And I click on the comments just to see the cringe. It's funny. It's funny. Because whatever happens is not that bad. Because if something bad happens and the thought crosses your head where you go, "Oh, I got to post this." It's like, okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Or, when somebody just, people who get like super political on Facebook, and they'll post like something about racist white people, and they're a white person themselves. I think it's so funny because it's so overcompensating, and it's pretty much just saying like, "Oh, I'm not racist. These people are you're attacking the people who are racist, but you're attacking the people who are racist every day, every single day." And then if something is posted and someone disagrees, and they'll comment what they disagree with, that person will fucking shit on them. I feel like they see someone comment, they get that notification, and they go, "Time to make people think I'm not racist." You might as well, if you're posting things on Facebook about how you're not racist every single day, you might as well just post, "I'm not racist, I'm not racist, I'm not racist." It's like, come on, you are. In the act of trying to attack people who are racist, in the act of that, you are being super defensive, which makes it seem like you're kind of racist. Even if you're like sharing all this stuff that is anti-racism, what are you doing? And they act like they're doing some great big thing for humanity and towards the problem by just shitting on people. And sometimes it's good reason why they shit on them. But 90% of the time, it's like someone will disagree and they'll comment what they disagree with, and they'll be kind and nice. And they'll just take it from 0 to 100 super fast when they reply. It's like, whoa, that's insane. And then if you don't agree and, they're losing the argument, they'll just say, see, this is what I mean. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You in the process of like calling everybody else racist, it makes it seem like you're just racist. I don't know, but whatever. So, like, another thing I think is funny about people is like the awkwardness people have with eye contact. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see why it's so weird. It's really like a little kid thought. If people are walking and they make eye contact with someone they don't know, they'll like be like, look away, kind of like in Big Daddy when he gives them those glasses, like, oh, as long as you wear these glasses, you're invisible. It's like, oh, as long as you don't look at them, they can't see you. It's weird. And I also love like when you're walking past somebody, they're walking this way, you're walking this way, and you see them staring at you, so you just stare back for a really long time. It's like, okay, they're still staring at me, so they're either trying to fuck me or they're trying to be like alpha male or something. It's really it's like, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm guilty of it. I've done it, and you just keep looking at them and see who looks away first, and you instantly hate that person. If they hold eye contact with you for more than like 2 seconds, you're just like, this motherfucker is still looking at me. But then, if you keep doing it and it's like 4 seconds in and then they just look away, you get like gangster. You're like, yeah, motherfucker. Not out loud, but in your head, you're just like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, you. What's good? It's like, or just probably more like, that's right, motherfucker. Don't fuck with me, dog. Just because they looked away first, it's crazy, I miss being a kid though, because you can have like $15,000 now and still be screwed. When you're a little kid, though, if you have like $30, you're in like the 1%, for $30. I remember when I was in school, I used to gamble, play craps in school, and I had like probably $30 or $40. It was all in ones, and I wrapped it up in my silly bands. And people would be like, whoa, where'd you get all that money? It's like, oh, he's doing well. And I felt like I was doing well. It was $40. But now it's like I can't even go a day without spending $40 on something. And I'm not rich, so it sucks, but, yeah, whatever. But yeah, episode number 12, we made it. So I guess thanks for watching. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.